It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin', yeah. Yeah, you know that we bustin', yeah. We the topic discussion, yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Man, you know that we bustin', yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin', yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin', yeah. Yeah, you know that we bustin', yeah. We the topic discussion, yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin'. It's a crazy ride show. Man, you know that we bustin', yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin', yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin', yeah. Yeah, you know that we bustin', yeah. We the topic discussion, yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Man, you know that we bustin', yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin', yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin', yeah. Yeah, you know that we bustin', yeah. We the topic discussion, yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Man, you know that we bustin', yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin', yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin', yeah. Yeah, you know that we bustin', yeah. We the topic discussion, yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin'. It's a crazy ride show. Man, you know that we bustin', yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin', yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin', yeah. Yeah, you know that we bustin', yeah. We the topic discussion, yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Man, you know that we bustin', yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin', yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin', yeah. Yeah, you know that we bustin', yeah. We the topic discussion, yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Man, you know that we bustin', yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin', yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin', yeah. Yeah, you know that we bustin', yeah. We the topic discussion, yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin'. It's a crazy ride show. Man, you know that we bustin', yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin', yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Hold up, you know that we bustin', yeah. Yeah, you know that we bustin', yeah. We the topic discussion, yeah. It's a crazy ride show. Man, you know that we bustin'. Yeah.
We live. You know what it is. It is Wednesday night. We back again, ladies and gentlemen. First show of 2025. It is Lake County Unfiltered. I am back. I am BoyLosCrazy, and across from me is a very special guest. We have sat across from each other many times in the past. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Miss Yashin Inchworm Phillips is in the building right now. Clap it up.
I'm happy to be here.
Are you?
I am.
Are you seriously?
I do want to say something though.
Go ahead.
I just want to get this out the way. We're going to have a great show.
Qualifier. Get the qualifier out the way.
I just want to say this. I hate you.
That's fine. That's totally fine. It's all right. It's okay.
We're going to have a great show.
We've done this millions of times, and there's a lot of hate and love here. For those that don't know, Yashin is a superstar. She's a media person. She makes movies. She does a lot of stuff. We'll get into a lot of it today. But to start it off, you left us. I know. You decided to kind of leave us and go get brighter and bigger and in a different state. Couple years. How long has it been? A couple years?
It'll be 2 years in February.
Wow.
Next month.
How does that feel?
It feels crazy.
Yeah. It's a good word.
It feels crazy. And in addition to everything that you said, it's also been, I did this to challenge myself, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like sometimes we can get comfortable in everything that we do. Sure. I went to college out here. I never went away to college. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, I'm ready. Let me just try to do something. Mm-hmm. Inchworm Entertainment is it's a various of things. It's the interviews, it's the short films, it's the events, and I felt like I tapped on each and every part of it, and I wanted to challenge myself and bring that to another place.
How hard was it to uproot and then plant in a place that you had never been before? How tough is that?
It's scary.
Okay.
It's very scary.
Yeah.
I have experienced a lot of failures, a lot of lonely moments. Like I've never been somewhere where I just didn't know anybody.
Not one person.
Well, I have one friend. I have a couple friends out there.
Okay.
But other than that, it's me.
Yeah.
And for me to be around somebody, or I'm used to my nieces, my aunt, my mom, my dad, everybody. It's scary.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to challenge myself, and here, like I said, you can get comfortable, but who are you when you're alone? A lot of people cannot be by themselves.
That's good. I like that. Yeah.
And so I have to introduce myself into different rooms, different spaces.
Yeah.
Can you walk with confidence and be like, hi, I'm Inchworm.
Yeah, because you come from this small pot where everybody knows the girl with the green lipstick, and then now you have to introduce the girl with the green lipstick. What are you doing? Oh my God! You know what I mean? So,
again, who is that?
Yeah,
like, who is this? Who is this black woman with locks?
Yeah.
Who is this? Who is this? So. It's been challenging. It's been fun. It's been thrilling. I've learned a lot about myself, and so far, like, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Shout out to everybody that's watching right now. I want to shout out to everybody. Dylan Blake, Keelan Keela Jones, Angela West, Earl Brown, Betta says he needs 2 sweaters. We got you. Just hit us up. We got you for the sweaters. Nana, Dorothy, Mike. Everybody that's watching right now, hit the share button for us. We're live in the building. You did something kind of spectacular before you left.
Yes.
You kind of made history in my eyes and a lot of other people's eyes, and you kind of created this benchmark for other creators to create. You almost sold out the Genesee Theater as one person, which was crazy.
Yeah.
I remember being in the crowd and be like, this is crazy how many people are here. How did you do that? First of all, how did you do that? How did you, the film before us, but how did you sell it out? That was crazy.
How did I sell it out?
How did you do that?
I networked, but I also, in the interview that we did last year, I was saying that I support a lot of people, and I just really felt like people understood the magnitude of what it was, and it was just all the love back that I gave out.
For sure.
I really believe that's what it was.
For sure.
In addition to something different, and it was all black.
It was black.
I wanted it to be as black as possible, and it was. I was so overwhelmed. That day was crazy.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, it was just a lot of networking, a lot of just the work. I feel like all the work and support that I've done in the community, it was just shown back.
Culmination of all of it.
All of it. Yeah. I wanted to, I wasn't sure where I wanted to have it. And I was like, I really would love to have it like at the Genesee Theater. Like that'd be dope. And then I was challenging myself by asking for help. I had to ask.
Yeah, I know that's hard for you for sure. Definitely.
I had to ask for help. I have this idea. Can you support me? But I did. Senator Adrian Johnson.
Shout out to Senator Adrian Johnson.
Yvette Ewing. Rita Mayfield. Eleanor Murkey, they
some black women,
black women. They really had my back, and they understood the magnitude of what this was, of what it was, and that's how I was able to get it done.
Wow!
And really believing in myself.
Funny moment. It's always a funny.
Shut up!
No, listen. I gotta say it. Listen, I'm in the crowd.
Shut up!
I know you, dog. I know you like I know you. So everything's happening. Everybody watch the film, stand ovation. And you come out on the stage.
Shut up!
Your face is imprinted in my head because the way your face was, it was like you were really shocked because you didn't see nobody. You couldn't see nobody before it started.
That night was so crazy. It was so much going on, and I have a team, but I didn't have a team.
Right.
So I know what's going on. I'm in the control room. Everything was shut off.
Yeah, it was a lot going on with the tech stuff.
I'm running around making sure everybody's taken care of.
Yeah.
By the time I walk out, I'm like, damn.
That was busted. I would have probably been looking the same way.
I almost fainted, and I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So I was really shocked, but I hate when you bring that up.
That's so funny
because I was me off with it.
But the thing I was thinking about, how much money did she make? That's what I was thinking.
That's what everybody was. That's
because you made a lot of money. I don't care what you say. You made a lot of money. I guesstimated how much money you made. If I
Why are you worried about?
Because it was good. It was good. I'm like, this woman just sold out almost to the Genesee. Nelly didn't do what you did in the Genesee Theater. Ludicrous. Because they have bad marketing. But at the end of the day, shout out to them. But what I'm saying is that was a big thing.
It was a really big deal. And I just love that it was for something that I am so passionate about. Like, you know, my
sex trafficking is a huge thing.
trafficking and for black girls. It was a black odd. It was just so good.
It was white people there,
It was white people there, too. But I'm talking about the film.
Oh, yes.
The film.
Yes.
We had a white guy in there. Shout out to Tell Draper.
Shout out to Tell Draper. That's my guy.
I love Tell.
I brought Tell from bar and bat mitzvahs and brought him to the hood. Now, everybody knows Tell Draper. He's in the hood. He's on the block. He bought a house in North Chicago. It's crazy. But it's true. You went from that point, and it was like almost immediately you went.
Yeah.
Like no one saw you for a very long time. From then you came back for little special moments here and there. But you went. Tell me about the first day in California.
Oh my gosh. The first day, so everything had moved so quickly that I didn't get a chance to process what I had just done because I was trying to make sure that everything was great and I was preparing. I hadn't slept in days. So I'll give you the first month. I just laid in bed. I was like crying and I was like, I couldn't. And then it's like, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm waking up and I'm looking around like,
this ain't Waukegan.
it's not.
Yeah.
And it's like, I got to figure things out and where to go. And it was a lot.
Was your self-esteem affected? Like, was your pride and self-esteem affected? Like, I don't have the same reaction when I go outside. Is that a thing or no?
Now, yeah. But I wanted to do it. And what I've been doing so far is rebuilding, introducing myself, putting myself in rooms and spaces and putting it on, walking in. I'm a black woman. I'm doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's scary.
The people that want to do this, because there's a lot of people that want to do this. But they're trash. But they have. I gotta say it. It's a lot of people who think that they're good enough to survive in LA. LA is like Vulture City. If you're not ready at the elite level, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Or you're going to kind of exist at a lower playing field. I've seen some of your posts. You're in rooms. You're learning stuff. What is the biggest thing you've learned technically from the experience of being in LA?
How did you see it in your blog?
I saw you a couple times.
You're a stalker.
I am.
How are
I'm
you
not
able
blocked.
to see? You're
Cut it
blocked.
out. I'm not blocked.
You're blocked.
Why would you block me?
How are you able to see it in your blog?
Why would you block Carlos Smith? Who blocks Carlos Smith?
Me.
Why?
You've been blocked for like 6 years.
You're lying to the people on Facebook right now.
How are you able to see it?
You want to go here?
Yeah.
Somebody sent it to me.
Who sent it?
Don't worry about it. A friend of yours.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Since you want to go in the mud. Yeah, a friend of yours sent it to me.
Okay, go back to the question. I forgot.
No, we want to stay here. Let's go. You want to stay?
Well, yeah, let's do it.
No, we'll move on.
Okay.
You want to get messy here. But ultimately, what's the biggest thing you've learned from LA?
The biggest thing I've learned... Technically?
You shoot film, you do all this crazy stuff.
I really have made myself small. That first year, I would say year and a half, was making myself small so that I'm able to flourish and sort of soak everything in.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with doing that. You can't go into the rooms and be, it's okay to not be the smartest in the room.
Yeah.
So I've taken workshops. I have pushed myself into these rooms in Hollywood to introduce myself, let them know she's coming, because I'm always coming with something, and really studying what I did in the past. I've been doing a lot of self-reflection. And so this has allowed me to, when you're alone, you're able to really think about who you are as a person and who you are as a creative.
Yeah.
And now that I'm clear on where I am and where I stand, I'm ready.
I'm sure there was this guy who used to tell you stuff back in the day. I'm sure some of those things came to revelation.
Can I curse on here?
You've already done it. I'm sure that guy who gave you those informations gave you a couple. I'm sure some of that stuff is kind of I'm like, oh, somebody said this to me before. He's from Lake County. He's from North Chicago.
God.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
That's good. That's a good one. So I really want to talk about the mental part of what you did, seriously.
It's a lot.
Because I know that my mentality is I can't go to LA or any place without building something to go with me. Mm-hmm. You did the exact opposite. Mm-hmm. You said, okay, everything that I've built, I'm not going to forget about that, but I'm going to build it somewhere else.
Yeah.
That you had to shrink.
You have to. The
struggling part, you said you laid in bed, you cried, all those things. Is it still a struggle today?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still a struggle. Mm-hmm. It's still a struggle because I've had, throughout this experience, like I've had opportunities that I thought was about to bust. I'm like, oh, it's on. Mm-hmm. Like, like I've shared it with like my close friends and family and you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it didn't work out that way. I kept getting kicked down, but what I realized was this was the biggest lesson for me. I have to go into things as me. I can't go, there's no back door. Mm-hmm. The same way I introduce myself here is the same way I have to do it there. Yeah. You really have to trust yourself and believe in yourself.
And don't sell yourself.
And don't sell yourself. Yeah. And my thing is, I wanted to see how far can I go without even doing anything like that. Wow. Because I'm never going to do that.
Yeah.
I've had men put me in horrible positions out there.
Wow.
Just trying to take advantage of me, all sorts of things. I've been told that I was going to have opportunities and didn't. And then it's like, okay, I got to start over. Yeah. And it, and then it's like the pressure from home. It's like, oh, she sold out there. Well, what's she doing out there? Well, what's she doing? No, you got to build it up.
You got to.
I don't want to hear shit from anybody.
Yeah.
Because this is difficult to do.
For sure.
It takes time.
For sure. So, and some people haven't took that road in their hometown.
No.
Some people haven't, and it's, as you're saying, some people say it's easier to build somewhere else than it is in your hometown. I have a different perspective on it, but I know for sure shrinking is not something that people will do, ever. In most cases, becoming smaller to get through a door, to grow in, that's a big metaphor, to become smaller to get through that door and then grow in that building, most people are not going to do that. And they're going to stay big, not fit, go back. Yeah. That's what most people will do.
Yeah. And I told myself, even when I left, you're not coming back until you have done what you said you were going to do. I don't care what I go through. I'm going to make sure that I accomplish this goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's good because it keeps your goal in front of you, because you literally have something that's going to stop you from going back. And I think that's beautiful that you set that for yourself to say, look, because I remember you saying one time, I'm coming back a little bit too much. Yeah. I don't want the comfort of being here to even sit in me, because I'll take that back and want to run back to Lake County. That's deep.
Yeah.
You have such a...
I hate you.
You have such a...
Get it out!
Diverse... a platform of what you want to do. What is Inchworm going to do? What are you going to, if you're at the Grammys and you do it and you make it, what are you nominated for? What are you going to be doing?
So I've always had this dream and this goal of, I've always been half and half. For people who like zodiac signs like myself, I'm a Sagittarius, you're a Sagittarius.
I am.
We're half and half. And there's a huge part of me that loves filmmaking. I love it. And then there's another part of me that has all this personality, and I guess now it's content creation and journalism or however you want.
And we were doing it when it wasn't a thing.
Yeah, when it wasn't a thing. Seriously. And it's always been a struggle for me to put myself in a box. So I don't know, but I know it will be something along those lines.
How much do you struggle with that? Because I struggle with that every day.
Yes.
It's like, I want to do this, I want to do I'm good at this, I'm good at that. And I can't choose one. And it feels like, well, you're being good at two things versus great at one.
Yeah.
Is that a struggle for you too?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's scary. It's like, what am I doing? What I call it like being a creative crackhead.
Yeah. That's
like,
good. I like that.
Yeah,
That's good.
like you're a creative crackhead.
You're
Your
a club.
mind is all over the place. Sometimes I can't sleep. Sometimes am I learning enough? Am I giving it this much? You know, but the good thing about being in another space or another area is that I've created like my own college. Like I have really immersed myself in whatever it is that I want to do. And my goal was to build myself up there and then come back and help the community. I said that the night of the premiere. Like I really like Lake County. I love all the creatives here and yeah, I don't know. I hope I answered the question.
No, you did. That was good. The creative crackhead thing that fits for me too.
He's going to be saying creative crackhead. I just want y'all to know that if you hear it.
If you believe that, you're as much as a fool as the girl sitting on across from me.
Shut up.
How's your love life in California? We're asking questions. What's going on?
Me?
Are you in love?
Am I in love?
Have you found love in Cal? Ain't that a song? California Love or something like that?
Huh?
Or something like that.
Have I found
Shout
love?
out to True Conglomerate, they from Cali. But yeah, have you found love or any type of man?
No, I've dated.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it different? Is it different?
It's.
Or is niggas ain't shit all around the world?
Well, hey.
Excuse my French, Brandon. I'm sorry.
I really don't put too much into like dating because I'm so busy trying to figure out or chasing my dream, right? And I noticed when I was getting bored or when I was building it, that's when I started to, let me go out on some dates.
Yeah.
But I did last year, like I dated two guys. And one of the
Separately.
guys... Separately. Yeah, shout out to them. We had some great times. But last year, I went out on one of the best dates I've ever went. I shared it.
What's his name? Say his name.
Shout out to him. No, because I ghosted him. So if he sees this, it's going to be kind of fucked up.
Why you ghost the guy you went on a best date with? This is crazy.
I had a good time.
Why'd you ghost him?
It was a lot of fun. Huh?
Women of America.
Yeah.
Hear her words.
Yeah.
The best date you ever had in your life, and you ghosted him. Like,
Yeah.
was he weird? Or
It didn't work out. I didn't like him. But I had a great date. Let me tell y'all about the date real quick.
Go ahead.
So when we were talking, I just need to get this out.
Yeah.
I was telling him what I liked, and he was like, okay, I got you. Like,
what do you mean, like what?
Like what I like to do, what I like to...
Okay. I'm just trying to clear for the audience.
Bro.
I'm saying you, generally speaking, you got to give us detail on what you're talking
All right,
about.
bro.
You're talking about you tell him what you like.
I told him what I liked to do.
That still could be something else, but go ahead.
We had so much fun. We went hiking.
All right. He's black.
Yes.
Okay.
He was like reading the map and knew how to go where the maps were.
This guy was in the Army. He was a ranger.
Man, I was falling and he was catching me and stuff. It was just
this is
great.
a movie.
After that, it felt like a movie. After that, it like led down to the beach.
This guy set it up nice, Keith.
He
You
set
gotta
it up.
set it up, Keith.
If you know me, you know I love the beach. And so I was there, and then we were gonna go paddle boarding. And then that didn't work out, but we had some drinks on the beach. We were dancing around the beach, having a good time, got some food. We saw dolphins.
Wow.
Sometimes I forget. I was
Sounds
just,
like your husband. Sounds like your husband. Seriously. Keep going.
I was overstimulated. I was like, we seeing dolphins. I be forgetting that I'm in, this is the ocean.
Because we have a big lake, and sometimes you get lost in that.
Yeah, but you don't see dolphins.
There's no mammals in there.
Dolphins were jumping, and
Wow.
It was just a lot. We had a great time. I'm done.
What happened? Why did it end? That's what we want to know. Was he like a crackhead on the low or
No,
something?
he was controlling.
Okay.
You can't control me. You can't do that. You can't control Yashin. Like, it's not.
I agree.
All that calling. Why do you agree?
I agree. You can't control Yashin.
Okay. Yeah.
He can't control Yashin.
Yeah. It got a little check-in. I ain't doing it.
Ah.
I'm not doing it. But I had some great experiences.
You have a comment here. Jay Pratcher. As long as I've known Yashin, she has been hustling. She has been been goal-oriented and motivated. I'm proud of her for not giving up.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Everybody that's watching, share the video. We live, man. Share the video.
Share the video.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for asking about my love life.
Yeah, of course. We want to know what's going on with your current life, man. We want to be interested.
But I'm not dating right now.
Quick question. When you date a guy, well, let's say you got into a serious relationship, you're almost at marriage, so you find that guy. What number of priority is he in your life? Is he 1, 2, 3, 4? Because I know my number. What's your number?
It depends on where I'm at in my life. Right now, you're going to be like number 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're going to be pretty low.
We talked about this on our show, Crazy Talk podcast. Would you expect for him to give you number 1 energy at 4? Or are you okay with getting 4 energy reciprocated because he now knows he's 4?
Yeah. I'm okay with the reciprocity on that.
4 energy?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
But be prepared. Most men are not prepared for that. Like, they're not prepared to see a woman act like that.
You got to walk me through what you mean.
Like, giving, like, you knowing that I'm, like, they're not used to a woman. The situations that I've been in, it's like they're not used to a woman not making them their number 1 priority. And so I'm like, I got to go here. I got to go there. I got to go. I'll call you back. You know, and it's oh, shit.
Would you say you want to be individually successful more than you want to be a wife?
Yes.
Wow.
Absolutely. There was a time where I did. I was like, I was a pick-me, like the ultimate going, praying. Like, if somebody would have told me at 37, damn. I don't look like it, though. If somebody would have told me at 37 that I would be here, I would have never believed it. I wrote a letter to myself at the age of 25, to my future self, a 10-year letter at 35. And I just read the letter the other day, and it was just like, oh, you're going to have this, you're going to be married. I wrote down the guy that I thought I was going to be married to. You're going to have 2 kids, making a lot of money, the white picket fence, all the things. And it's not like that at all.
Wow.
And I was like, shit.
Yeah. I mean, that can be majorly depressing. If you absorb it as I failed based on my 25-year-old self, but you didn't.
I definitely grieved it.
Okay.
Because it's ingrained in women that we have to have these things. So I had to grieve that. The relationship, the way that things worked out, and you know what I mean? But I'm glad that it didn't. I was just telling one of my friends about this. I'm so blessed that my life is the way that it is now. Because if I would have stayed there, I've had some of the best sex of my life in my 30s. And if I would have, like, just experiences and, like, dates, and I'm thinking about all the fun I've had.
Are you okay with not being married ever?
Yes.
Wow.
If I did, it would be when I turned maybe 50.
I want to just point this out because I believe what she's saying, and I hope you guys do believe it as well, that as a woman, sometimes, and most of the times in a woman's life, she hadn't found her purpose until she became a mom, or until she became married. And then 5 years, 10 years into that journey, they're like, what am I supposed to do with my life? And it's important that you really find that thing that you love more than being a wife, because that's going to help you become a better wife, I think.
Yeah, in my opinion, your child, your marriage is not your purpose.
Yeah.
If that's what you think, that's not it. It's not. You are a human being. You are an individual before those things.
Yeah.
You have to find whatever it is. And I didn't find it until I was single. I got a chance to be alone, and being alone has been my safety net.
Wow.
And I enjoy it. Some days I may get lonely, but then I'm like, it's okay.
It's a lot that comes with partnering with someone.
It's a lot. You have to be there, and because I'm a woman, there are things that men need that you got to do, and I'm not doing that.
And then in relationship, the sacrifice is the proving of love to some. Like, well, if you love me so much, sacrifice going to the Grammys, the Emmys.
I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah.
I've worked hard for this. This has been longer than you've been around.
Yeah.
This is who I am. This is my being. This is my heart. This is what I love. If you love me, then you need to love all of me.
Sure. When I was about 25, I had this mentality to never like take girls out on dates. I was like, I'm not doing. I'm dry. I'm going. I'm not taking you to Papados. I'm not taking you to Red Lobster at that time. And this OG of mine, he said, bro, you think like that because you haven't had the money to do it. If you get the money to do it, that's going to be something you do. Do you think once you find success at that level, then you will be more okay with having a man be number one? Or number two, or will he always be four no matter what?
I think that to be honest, I really can't see it.
Okay.
I can't even see it.
Okay.
I saw me being one, and maybe that could change. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I don't see it. When I envision what I have for my life in the future is me having a beautiful condo or something by the beach, 2 turtles, a dog, plants, and me getting up doing what I love to do.
You like turtles?
I like turtles.
It's a weird pet.
I want 2 turtles. Malcolm and James. Because I like Malcolm X, and I love James Baldwin, so MJ.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a great combo of black men there. That's good.
Yeah.
You got some comments here for you. Jesus Christ. Sean Miles is in the building. What's up, Sean? Brandon Nicole says, a man may agree to being number 4, but when the reality hits, they cannot handle it.
Right.
Brandon Nicole is one of our guests, is one of our hosts on the Crazy Talk podcast. I can't read all of the comments on each page, so let me try to switch over to another page that we're live on. I usually have my trusty dusty.
Get it together.
iPad. Hey, man, listen, we working up here, okay? This is what we do over here. We work over here. Anyway, somebody will bring me an iPad or something. But when you now, in 2025, what are the things that you're going to execute, cross off that list that you want to do for the rest of the year?
So 2 things. That's a great question. The first thing is,
of course,
the first 2 years, I thought that I had to focus on really.
There it is. There's my iPad. I told you I was going to get it.
Who do you think you are?
I'm somebody now that you left. I'm somebody.
Well, now that I'm here, let's shrink it. Let's bring it down.
No, I'm not shrinking for you.
Let's calm down.
I'm not shrinking for you anymore in my life.
You felt like you're all like because you got handed an iPad.
I've been that guy. I've been that guy.
Let's calm down.
Shout out to Tim, Denise. They work with me here.
I got an iPad.
You're in our studio. Go ahead.
I got an iPad. I forgot what I was going to say.
See the sign behind us?
Pissed me off.
See that sign behind us, don't you? It's a nice sign, right? Go ahead, Yashin.
What was the question?
What are you crossing off in 2025?
So the first couple years that I was here, that I was out there, I have always wanted to work on this project in Hollywood. I can't announce it yet, but I have always wanted to do this, and it's going to be on Hollywood Boulevard. That's all I can say. And
it's big.
I believe in, I've really networked my ass off. I think you and I have kind of battled with things in terms of like putting things out. Like even when you didn't know that I was working on the film, I was like, I know you got something, put it out. Hurry up, put it out. And I'm like, no.
I didn't sound like that.
Yeah, whatever. Yes, you did. That's how you sound.
Go ahead.
Anyway, I work behind the scenes. Like I work from the ground, not
silo. No silo. You silo.
Yeah, I really work behind. Yeah,
I create with people.
Right.
In the open. You create over there, then release it to people.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's also, I set a foundation first. So I'm working on a foundation. I'm working on the foundation, but now I'm ready to start shooting the content that I'm going to be doing on Hollywood Boulevard.
I never do that only because the space in between creation and consumption are far apart, because a lot of people create, and no one never ever sees it. And I think it's scary for me, for sure, to create and then people don't see it.
Yeah.
I want you to see what I'm making.
Yeah.
And we can't create for 3 years and then put it out. That's just not my mentality. But some projects take for you to do that, for sure.
Beyonce,
for sure.
I mean, I'm nowhere near Beyonce, but she put in, it takes time. And then when you put it out, like when I think about the film, like I wrote that.
Yeah.
And then we filmed it. And then I didn't pressure myself. I was real gentle. I took my time. I knew that this was something that I wanted to do, and I worked very diligently, and then it ended up being what it was.
Yeah.
So, and everything that even creating this, being Inchworm, like it took some time.
Sure.
So I'm okay with waiting, but I understand what you mean. I think it's okay with like trying to find a happy medium. That's what it's really about. But if you have something that works best for you, then do that. For me, I network. I want to sit back, making myself small, listening and seeing what's going on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can you do that in every situation? Like, can you become small now because you've done it in that situation? Can you do it in other situations?
I've always done it.
Okay.
I think that's been the magic part of the magic of me anyway, just being who I am. It's like, damn, where the hell did she come from? Even when I started Inchworm, it's like, damn, but I know her. Wait, shit.
I remember when I first saw you, I said something like that.
When I first saw you. What did you say?
I said, who was the girl in the green lipstick? Like, who was that?
That's not how you said it.
That is it's casual. It's casual. It's a girl.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Casual. It's casual. Hey, who was that girl in the red? You had on all white, I think, too, that night.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2017.
Then you had to come on my show when you promoted the Battle of Sexes.
That was the first time.
No, I saw you before that.
No, I mean, that's...
Yeah. No, you had on all white, too, at the place you were
What
at.
place?
We were at the Milan. No, not the Milan. We were at CYOC. It wasn't CYOC then, but...
Oh, New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's Eve.
That's
yeah.
right. Look at you.
I have a good memory.
You're remembering stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you had to eat crow and come on my show. Because you were like, I ain't coming on his show. Who is he? Who you think he is? And then you had to eat crow. But like, okay, I got to come on the show. He's somebody. And then from there, you've been up ever since. Everything's been up ever since.
I really want to act good
It's
today.
cool. We have a great chemistry on camera and everything.
I hate you. Next question.
Who are some mentors that you've had in Lake County?
In Lake County?
Yeah.
He wants his name mentioned.
No, I'm
so
asking, man. I'm
fucking
just
bad.
asking a question.
Mentors?
Who's been like somebody, yeah.
God.
That's it?
Yes. God.
Okay.
Mentors. My family, like my aunts, my mom.
Shout out to Wajina Briscoe.
My sister.
Shout out to your sisters.
He's patiently waiting for his name
You don't
to
have
be
to
called.
say me. You don't have to say my name. I'm not nobody.
Carlos, you've helped me out.
I'd rather you didn't say anything. Don't say nothing if you're going to keep it a buck.
I wouldn't necessarily call you my mentor because I have went to college. It's not like you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have a degree. I don't have a degree.
Yeah, I mean, I really have studied and I've done it, but a lot of this is just like trying, you know? But you've helped out and...
We had a question.
What the fuck?
I want to shout out Keith Turner. He's in the building. Alderman Keith Turner, he's here. Well, his show is next week, but he's here tonight. He pulled up. He just wanted to come to the studio and say hi. He's running for mayor, Keith. Shout out to that.
Shout out to him.
Do you think that being single, do you think you're using it as a defense mechanism? Like using the I don't want to use the word grandiose. That's not the best word I'll use. Do you think the way that you wear it, like with the armor of like, ugh, do you think that's kind of a mechanism?
I don't. It's not like that.
No, I'm saying. Okay, that was a bad example.
I don't like the way that you did that.
Excuse me. Scratch that, ladies and gentlemen.
Shit.
Do you think that because you wear it proud that you don't need a guy, he's fourth? Do you think that is somewhat of like a mechanism not to enter deeply with the man?
I mean, I have daddy issues, right?
Okay.
But I've worked through them. And
shout out to your dad.
Shout out to him.
He's a good guy. He reminds me of...
You've never met my dad a day in your life. What are you talking about?
I've met your dad.
You have never met him.
I know your dad.
You're lying.
Go ahead.
You've never... Why did you just say that shit?
I just shout out to your dad.
But you said that you met him. You never met him.
I didn't say that. I said... Go ahead.
Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck?
We have minors in the building because you're not cuss.
I'm trying... I asked if I could curse.
I'm joking. Go ahead.
Okay.
I mean, seriously, you have daddy issues. How did you realize that? That's not an easy thing to say out loud. When did you... We don't have to go too deep into it, but I think that's a good thing to speak about. How did you come to that realization?
Let me tell you a quick story. I was just telling Brandon sent me a clip about something, and it reminded me of...
You said Brandon, which Brandon?
Brandon Ewing.
Okay.
He had sent me like a clip of a podcast, and it reminded me of something that happened when I was dating. And it like filtered into my daddy issues, right? So I grew up with a stepfather and who was in home, and then my biological father, he was around, but he wasn't consistent. He's in, out, whatever. And so I'm used to that inconsistency. So let me put that out there. But I'm used to seeing someone that's consistent. So let me say this. So I was in a relationship, and this is like a small part of the relationship, right? So he would text me every morning. Good morning, beautiful.
Wow.
I hope you have a good day. Now, when we first started dating, I'm like, oh, he just doing this shit in the beginning. You know what I mean?
My boy on point.
Yeah. And then I started to notice he's still doing this shit. And then I was like, he's doing it. And it got so, and then I started to feel like anxious. I had some anxiety about it. I'm like, damn, like when is it going to change?
Yeah.
So I remember purposely starting an argument.
Wow.
Just to see if he would, I know.
God.
I remember, I'm healed now. This was the unhealed version of me.
Jesus.
But.
Definitely. Off camera comment.
I remember.
Definitely.
I remember starting the argument, and I was like, "There's no way that he's going to text me in the morning." The next morning, good morning, beautiful. I know we had it. I hope you have a good day. I'm like, shit. And then I'm like, why is this bothering me so much? Then a guy that I was just talking to who was inconsistent, we've had some toxic situations, in and out, you know what I mean? He texted me, and I didn't have that anxiety. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was like, I really have some deep-rooted issues here.
Wow.
So I went to therapy. And I've been working through it. Like, I worked through it. Like, really tapped into that. Like, there was something going on. There's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Like, you're attached to you. Like,
your normal is connected to...
you inconsistency.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It makes me safe to, at that time, it made me safe to be in an inconsistent space.
Wow.
Because that's what I was connected to with my dad.
Wow.
But it's like, I deserve the good morning, the consistency, that if, you know what I mean? And I know that.
Yeah.
But it was still bothering me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I don't wear it as, I'm able to reflect on that. That's a part of growth and acknowledging and all that. But I don't feel like...
it's residue there, but the whole thing doesn't exist.
No,
as much.
I really enjoy myself. And I think it's hard for people to understand that. Like, I know Tracy Ellis Ross talks about that. Everybody wants to know about her dating life. She's done amazing things. Like, well, do you have a man? And it's like...
That matters more than the Emmy. That matters more
anything.
than anything.
I mean, we're talking about it now.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like...
Right.
No, I don't wear it as, oh, I'm single. You know what I mean? If somebody comes around and I feel like dating, I'll try it.
Yeah. But you're past the point of purpose is connected to a man.
Your purpose is not connected to a man. Your purpose is within you. That's man, woman, dog, cat, whatever.
Yeah.
that's not what that is.
Sure.
You have to be happy with who you are. I'm happy with who I am. I've done a lot of work on myself. I've been through a lot of shit in my life. And I'm proud of the woman that I am and what I've experienced. I really have done the work.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's big. Shout out to that. Wow. I think if a lot of ladies that are watching could definitely take something from that. Jessica Gillespie says self-love is so powerful. Ty Maria, I think that's her name. She says it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to go to therapy.
Yeah.
Ty says the Battle of the Sexes was fun.
Yes.
It's a great event. Dre Worship in the building, one of your stars.
Hey,
from your
Dre.
movie.
We
Shout
can
out to
talk
Dre.
more about that.
We can get into it. Maury Banks says, driven women / people work hard to become who they want to be. If they have a family, they will allow help if a child is sick. I want to be home if my child is sick.
Yeah.
Your sister says, period. Autumn is in the building.
Hi, sister.
That's all we got on that side of it.
Okay.
But yeah, you casted some great people that people really did never see on a big screen.
Yes.
And how did you do that for your premiere?
So let me back up. For Lost and Found was birthed out of me going to therapy. I noticed, I really hadn't dealt with the residue. I thought I dealt with it with me being sexually abused as a child. And during all of this, I really try to put everything that I go through into my work. So I was like, I want to connect something to this. I started therapy again, and I told the therapist, like, I'm going to be going through things. I want to talk about this. I want to heal the relationship with my dad, these daddy issues, all this stuff. And then, how can I put this into a project? And then I started writing the film, but I wanted to tie it. And then throughout this journey, I've been connected to so many women who have been sexually abused, sexually assaulted as a child, and I just wanted to connect something to that. And I went to sex trafficking. When I wrote the film, I was thinking of a father figure, like somebody who like made me feel safe. And I thought about it's in the community, and I always thought about Dre when he was a security guard when I was hosting for Urban Soul, and he used to be like, "I got you, you all right?" You know what I mean? Not in like a weird perverted way, you okay?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was like, I think he would be so dope for this. I think he could do it. I really believe so. I wrote it, and I was like, okay, let me. I got to ask him because he ain't never done this before.
Yeah.
So we met, we talked, and he was like, yeah.
I got you.
Once again. And then I had to find somebody else, and I was like, you know what? His brother should do it, Avery. And it just came together so beautifully. Like, it was so good. And, everybody else started to fall into place, and it's become this amazing thing. And actually, January is Sex Trafficking Awareness Month. So what I'm working on now, everybody who was at the premiere, you saw it ended kind of abruptly.
Sure.
It ended, but there's going to be another part.
Nice.
So I wrote part 2. We're going to be filming in the summer.
Okay.
So
it's a Lake County project or California?
Lake County.
Oh, nice.
It'll be both to answer your question.
Nice.
But it's the cast.
That you had the first time.
Yeah, I had the first time. And it's going to be really, really dope.
Nice.
So I'm excited. I did put the film in a lot of film festivals. It didn't get picked up. That's okay. The first part, I'm going to announce it now, is going to go on YouTube.
Nice.
So we're going to make it a thing. And I'm really excited about it.
Yeah,
it's going to be really cool. And now that everybody's seen it, especially people in the community, it opened up a lot of doors, a lot of talks. I got access to more things, and we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've been in so many meetings where that night is brought up as a benchmark for people. They're like, man, we want to do it like that. I'm like, don't try that. Seriously, I've said that to everybody. Man, Yashin, she did something that was not to be duplicated if you're not her.
Yeah.
Because I know for sure that a lot of people hadn't seen a movie from Yashin.
Yeah.
From up to that point.
Yeah.
So it wasn't based on, oh, she's a great filmmaker. No,
Yeah.
it was based on connection, relationship. Timing was perfect too. Wasn't a lot going on that day. And everybody's like, well, we could do the Genesis. I'm like, bro, that's like 10 grand that you ain't got to just blow, and 10 people gonna show up and you're gonna be mad. Do CLC, brother. You know what I mean? So I think that you've set that up. You've set that up, and people. That's a legacy.
Yeah.
I think 20 years from now, because you'll do it again. You'll do it again for sure. That people will set to make. So shout out to you for that.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You're giving me props?
For sure.
Wow.
Yeah, I taught you, so it's a big
Carlos,
thing.
shut up.
Anything else you want to leave the people with?
No, just other than subscribe to Inchworm Entertainment on YouTube, because it's going to be dropping next month.
Oh, you cooking?
The first part of Lost and Found. So everybody who missed it, who didn't come to the premiere, it's going on YouTube. Like I said, we're filming in the summer, and then I have another project dropping next month too, in Hollywood. So just keep your eyes on me, Inchworm Entertainment, Inchworm ENT, on Instagram. And yeah, I'm really excited. Like, I feel how I felt when I first started.
Nice.
I blocked a lot of shit out. I haven't talked to people. Like,
Yeah,
I have really... Shut up. I've really done it. I really have done it just so that I can hear myself again.
Yeah.
And be focused and zoned in. So that's what I'm doing.
Before we go, Andrew Gatson says, when is Baby Listen coming back? I don't know what that reference is.
I'm not sure when it's coming back.
Okay.
I don't know when it's coming back. That was a podcast that Brandy and Rabina my friends, we were doing that. And
nice.
then it stopped because we're in different locations and all sorts of stuff. So I don't know.
Nice.
Other than that, yeah.
Before we go, could you give me some advice?
Oh, shit. This is going to be a whole nother segment.
I need some advice.
About what?
From Yashin. It's career advice.
I gotta work. I gotta do this for
Yes,
you.
definitely.
What about me? Pour into me. I'm the guest.
I gave you my platform for free. But so for the most part,
Let me tell you something.
You asked to be here. I don't want to ask you to come.
Lake County Media Group is running this.
Yes, facts only. And I'm part of Lake County Media Group, right? I'm the president.
I was
No, I'm
invited
joking.
here.
Brandon Ewing is the president.
Brandon Ewing is
Shout out
running
to Brandon
this.
Ewing.
Shout out to Brandon Ewing.
Brandon Ewing put this together for sure.
Thank
Because I
you.
wouldn't have never done this.
Because you're a hater. And now you want me to give you some advice?
I would have never booked you.
Are you kidding? He's so full of shit. This is like our 9th interview. And then Brandon told me.
All of them have been on my platform.
Brandon told me you asked, am I still coming? You know, you want to
Dang,
make
B,
sure.
what you on, dog? This guy's crazy. Oh, Lord.
Is she coming? Is she coming?
I was just making sure because,
No,
you know.
it's okay.
I'm glad you came.
No, it's all right.
I'm glad you showed up.
It's all right. It's okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lake County Unfiltered, the one and only Yashin Inchworm Phillips. We appreciate you coming. It's always a pleasure to sit across from you. Seriously, we appreciate you coming through. It's your first time at True Conglomerate Studios?
It's beautiful here.
Beautiful. Shout out to True Conglomerate.
Beautiful. I love it. Shout out
Absolutely.
to you. And shout out to, I won't like give you any advice, but I will say I'm so proud of you for being able to transition. It's hard to do that.
Yeah.
Like, people don't get it.
Yeah.
You ran a business and now you're doing this, but it's
Yeah.
always been in you to do this, but it's great that you've built something that you can just fall back on and do it. So
Well, it's never a fallback.
it's not a fallback,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you
yeah.
weren't doing it when you had a crazy place
No, I
open.
couldn't.
You couldn't.
Yeah, I
So
couldn't,
this
man.
is not fallback in a negative sense. Shut up. You're
I
doing
wouldn't
it.
use that language.
Take
Lake County
it.
Unfiltered is
Take it.
It's the BoyLosCrazy. I want to shout out to Yashin Inchworm Phillips.
Thanks for having me.
It's always a pleasure to have you. It's always a pleasure to have you. I hope you do good.
I'm gonna
and you
do
continue
good.
to do everything you want to do. It's not easy, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
What she did, moving and creating a whole nother self, a whole sense of self, that is not easy. I'm telling you straight up. to do that is you have to be internally strong. We want to shout out our people. We do got a couple events coming up. On the 25th of January, we got Silence the Bully. This event is for all high school kids, teenagers from all around the area. It's an event where Ant Mound Foundation is shining light on bullying. And this event will be a silent headphone party where you can come, your kids can come and listen to music, all different types. There's 3 different DJs, myself, DJ Skills, and DJ G Daddy. It's going to be in a wonderful event. That's January 25th. It's called Silence the Bully. Great name because it's a silent headphone party. Again, showing love to Ant Mound Foundation.
He's dope.
They're doing some great things. Shout out to Anthony McIntyre.
Huge supporter of mine too.
Yeah.
Anthony McIntyre.
Good guy.
Yeah.
Smooth guy.
Yeah.
Smooth guy. Shout out to Anthony McIntyre and everything that they're doing. Also, this Monday coming up will be the MLK Breakfast.
Yes.
Ladies, this event is amazing every year.
Yeah.
This event brings out the whole county. And we have a special person that's getting honored, Wajina Briscoe.
Yeah, my aunt's getting honored.
It's my auntie too. She'll be being honored.
She's not.
She's my aunt. My drumline, North Chicago drumline, will be playing at the event. True Conglomerate and Lake County Media will be covering the event. So we're going to be there all through. Hopefully we can get you to do some correspondence on the day of. You can work.
If Brandon got some money, I'll do
he got
it.
a few dollars for you, $10, $5, something like that. He pay for you a good meal or something. But yeah, that's going down Monday. That's Monday morning, 10 o'clock. I think the door's open for that. We want to shout out to Waukegan Township, Mark Jones, Supervisor Mark Jones. They do this event every year. So that event is going to be crazy, crazy, crazy. Also got to shout out my sponsor, The Closet Space. Without The Closet Space, there would be no space in your closet. Make sure y'all get over there, 2700 Sheridan Road. Right now it's 35% off on most items in the store, all right? So if you need something to wear to the next event, go up there and say, BoyLosCrazy sent me. You're going to get another 10% off for that 35. So you get 45% off if you say my name, all right? On certain items. That's The Closet Space, located 2700 Sheridan Road, Zion, Illinois. Lake County Media, you know what it is. Lake County Unfiltered. Again, Yashin Inchworm Phillips is in the building. We appreciate you coming through.
Thanks for having me.
Hopefully you come back
No.
and come hang out. She'll be back. It's the BoyLosCrazy. If you knew better, you'd do better. I need two sweaters. Shout out to True Conglomerate Productions.
Hi, this is Waukegan Township Supervisor Mark Jones, here to formally invite all of you to join us at the annual Waukegan Township Martin Luther King Dreamers Breakfast. The event is happening in just a few short days, Monday, January 20th, 10 a.m. at Hotel Gurney, formerly known as the Holiday Inn Convention Center. And we will be honoring our 2025 Drum Major awardees, members from throughout our community who have been doing the work of uplifting and impacting lives in the very way that Martin Luther King himself articulated that we should look out for one another. The tickets for the event are $50. You can purchase your tickets at waukegantownship.com or contact our office at 847-244-4900. Now, I am aware that parking was a huge issue last year. So to fix that problem, we have reserved 300 parking spaces at Lot E at Gurney Mills Mall, and we will provide shuttle service from the parking lot to the venue. So do not worry about parking. There will be plenty of space for everyone to comfortably park. We'll be having performances by soloist and recording artist Mr. Devin Holloway of Chicago, Illinois. Trumpet player extraordinaire Mr. David Weatherspoon. We'll have Corey Ratliff in the Alots Dance Company, the HBCU Alumni Choir of Chicago, our very own North Chicago Warhawk Drumline, and Minister Trinell Duffy in the Lake County Martin Luther King Choir. Our keynote speaker for the event will be Bishop Horace E. Smith, MD, of Apostolic Faith Church of Chicago, Illinois, and we will be joined by local speakers, Alex Solar, lead pastor of Vertical Encounter, Pastor Charles Ivy of Shiloh Baptist Church, and Pastor Anthony Conley of Antioch Baptist Church of Waukegan, amongst others.
If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
Tickets are selling fast. The event is nearly sold out. Don't hesitate. Get your tickets today.
the pandemic. Obviously, everything was shut down. There was nothing moving or functioning. I'm just sitting around in the house, and I said, you know what'll be good for our little area? Ice cream, man. I ain't seen one in a while. I said, maybe I should try something different. Add-on, so to speak. And that's kind of where the hoodies came about. It's the holiday season. I figure it's the best time to give a stocking stuffer.